I was just looking at some statistics of divorce in the United Kingdom. It's really it's exponentially increased, like at a level which is.
You're going to be a divorce lawyer. Now's the time, bro.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? And so then you have the family unit. Like, I'll give you an example. We're talking about the purpose of life and happiness and contentment and satisfaction. One of the best studies that's been done on this is one by Harvard University, which I think is the longest, in terms of a longitudinal study, the longest that's ever been done. And it explored the question of what made people most satisfied. And its conclusion was, I think they had 1,000 people and they tracked them from the 1950s, 1940s, I'm not sure, but up until maybe 50 years, 60 years. And they kept asking them questions every year and so on. And then there was analysis, layered analysis over the decades. And their conclusion after all these years was that the number one thing that makes a person content is human relationships. Like, your relationship to your mother, your relationship to your father, your relationship to your children, your relationship to your cousins, your friends, and so on. We would add to that as Muslims your relationship with God. So it's actually not the pleasure-seeking behavior. Like, the best information that we have now from Western academia, I've just cited the Harvard thing, but there's also, Pew has done, interestingly, has done a study on who are the most happy people, most content people. And in fact, they saw that religious people were more content, according to Pew, than irreligious people. This is according to Pew in America, I think they've done. So there is ample evidence to suggest that let's call it a traditional life where you have family, where you're propagating your genetics, where you have children, where you have good relationships with your parents, where these old school values is exactly what the human beings need today.